Act 2, Scene 3. Day. An enclosed tent in Carborn, City of Corruption. A merchant stands behind a counter making notes in a ledger. Raquel enters.
Ho-hum!
How may I assist?
Are you an honest merchant?
I am.
Then your name is on a very short list. Is this the city of Carborn, where all can be bought and sold, or am I going mad?
Carborn it is, and, with some exceptions, most things can be had.
Just my luck. One honest man in a city this size, and I stumble into his tent.
Hold, sir! I would know by whom you were sent.
By myself, you righteous proper do-good pissant.
You come alone, and you are not in the market for an honest merchant?
An honest merchant would not be in the market for my wares.
Secure the flap, and I will leave off my airs. Too many surprise inspections for my liking these days. When it comes to unlawful trading, discretion pays. You have the look of a truly dishonest man. I will trust you.
To your downfall.
As long as I fall into profit, if I can. A more wretched, corrupt, greedy villain of a merchant you will not find. You may call me Mahib, and know that long ago I left all scruples behind. I would sell my morals, if I had any, and my own mother, if I had not already.
You needn't look far to find your counterpart in corruption, vile sir. He stands before you now, less in common with a man than with a common cur. More stolen money have I spent on earthly pleasures than most men make fairly in a lifetime.
Respectable, Sir Knave. Had you taken that much from the blind? I have bought a poor man's last hopes for pennies, and sold them for enough profit to ransom a princess.
A valiant feat, despicable gentleman. My compliments on your success. One question. If you have seen such riches, why have you not expanded your tent?
Alas, I have seen them come and seen them spent. I have a gambling problem, horses mainly, at the local track.
Willpower is overrated. I commend you on your lack. Luckily, the sack at my waist contains the answers to both our prayers.
I beg your pardon?
Allow me to alleviate your fears.
He reaches down to untie a sack, which takes a few awkward moments. Finally, he pulls it free.
Ah! Behold, once wealthy friend, the greatest treasure the world has known. More valuable by far than a king's crown or any emperor's throne. Resplendent riches you have seen in your time?
More than one man could hope for in 10 lives of crime.
Forgive me if all else now seems disdainful. Behold,
he reveals the tooth. That must have been painful.
Not even to the dragon from whence it came.
A dragon's tooth, you say? Why, for 10 penny from any corner con I could purchase the same. An excellent fake, though, for a novice eye or a superstitious seaman's. If you give it to me, I shall hang it above my entry to ward away demons.
Or you could find a wizard with bottomless pockets. This would cause his eyes to be sucked from their sockets.
An eyeball-sucking tooth? What a disgusting commodity! I will give you a shiny new copper for the dingy old oddity.
A tempting offer, but I would take it to a wizard myself before I so gave it away.
I would not have thought so little of you as to be brave.
Cowardly to the core I am, but greedy beyond measure. Within this white husk lies what any wizard would treasure.
You are greedy for the grave if it's a wizard you seek.
One would welcome me cordially for the trinket I keep. No simple tooth from a wild worm is this, but the one magical fang such a beast does possess. Stories tell of the essence that inside resides, worthy of a kingdom for the secrets it hides.
Magical? Oh my! What tricks does it do?
Have you not heard the legend of the dragon's tooth? Wet nurses who tell stories to babes are more knowledgeable than you, and captive audiences in their cribs are too.
No such fable have I heard, but your illusions I pity. Let me take it off your hands, and I'll direct you to a kindly gentleman who resides in the city. Give him these 5 coppers, and he will speak with you for an hour. I paid to have my sister see him when she thought she was a unicorn with prophetic power.
From your own pocket? That seems a bit strange.
A sound mind makes a woman more valuable on the open market, so I invested a little spare pocket change. I do this for you, because you are a fellow rogue, and giving money to those who cannot hope to pay it back is very in vogue."
"Kind of you, but the merchant next door was ready to give his store. I would have taken it, too, had he but owned a bit more. Perhaps I'll reconsider and become your neighbor. Good day, Mahini."
"Hold again. I have decided to grant an even bigger favor. I recall now an obscure rumor regarding such a tooth. It is said to be unbreakable, if it is the right tooth in truth. There is a way to tell if it is the fang that wizards so enamor. Let me see now. Wherever did I leave that smithing hammer?"
"You may smash away soon, but first let us settle on a price. We can call it a wager, if you wish, in honor of your favorite vice."
"A wager with nothing to lose. I'll indulge you such a game."
"Then let us begin, if it's all the same. 10,000 gold would set me up pleasantly."
"Agreed."
"Agreed."
10,000 gold would set you up as a king."
"One step at a time, Raquel, my old master always said, albeit his wisdom is suspect, since he ended up dead."
100 gold is a mighty big step, your majesty, assuming the tooth's origin can be trusted, though more likely we barter for a bogus bicuspid.
"I'll need a court before a jester. I came to bargain, not to be pestered."
"Very well. Because I admire you, so brash and so bold, I will humor you with an offer of 1,000 gold."
"The delivery was better, and your disposition sunnier. Still, I thought your last joke was funnier."
"Here is a royal knee-slapper for the ages. I have gold. You have a tooth."
"Apparently even fools can be sages. Very well, jester. I'll come down 1,000 for your wit."
"I have heard of such generosity, but this is the first I have seen it. I'll oblige you by raising my tenuous offer to 2, if the tooth does glow the color of the dragon itself by the light of the half-full moon."
"A knowledgeable villain, for one who has heard only half-forgotten tales."
"It comes from washing down breakfast with wine. The memory returns as the inebriation fails."
"As you continue to sober, perhaps you'll remember the value of such a mystical thing, and the location of 9,000 little gold pieces, all shining and glittering."
"I thought we had settled at 2.
"So you had. I, however, am not you."
"Old tales make them out to be valuable, yes, but old tales become distorted with the aging, until the truth is anyone's guess. A legendary lamp with no genie grants nothing, no matter how hard we may wish. I think 3,000 well worthy of an ethereal legend such as this. It is a fortune by any reckoning, and 3,000 more than you have now."
"More gold will come to me, though I know not how. What I carry in this simple leather satchel is such a rare find. I doubt you or I in our lifetimes will come across another of its kind. Most men only dream of the opportunity we brothers share. I will come down to 8, as a courtesy to kin. It is more than fair."
"A courtesy would be to lower your price to 4.
"Alas, brother, such a divine prize deserves so much more. To go to 7 would be benevolent in my unbiased eyes."
"My devotion is to genuine gambling, and women of substantial size. Though it make me the most generous man alive, I will meet you halfway, at 5.
"Excellent. Let us come together and be done with these tricks. I too will meet in the middle, at 6.
"We have an agreement, then. Should this tooth somehow prove the genuine article, rest assured, friend, I shall thoroughly examine every part and particle. On a personal note, I must say this has been an unexpected satisfaction. In all my years, never have I met a colleague unscrupulous enough to best me in a fictitious transaction. Were I not an only child, I would swear we were born of the same blood. Shall we shake hands, my fellow miscreant?"
"Nay, we shall hug."
"I see you've discovered my concealed coin purse."
"Is this yours? I'm glad I found it before some rival we would be forced to disperse."
"I have no jewelry on this extremity, if you would be so kind as to slowly hand it back to me."
"Of course, brother."
He does. The merchant tests the weight and looks at Raquel quizzically. Raquel removes a coin from his mouth and drops it in. "Now, to put the tooth to the test." He walks behind the counter and removes a hammer. Raquel places the tooth down. Bazine enters behind them, unseen.
"Line it up. That's it. Give it your best."
I will harness my hunger, my fury, everything I've got, and focus it all on the tenderest spot.
Let the blood be brought to a molten hot boil as you pound it passionately, heatedly.
Have no fear of that. I shall pummel it repeatedly.
Now do the deed and let us seal this deal.
Whatever in creation are you doing, Hamil? Bazin! To what do I owe this unanticipated honor? I am looking for information. I traffic in it. Of course you do, you ignorant rum-runner. Why else would I be... Is this a dragon's tooth I find? A canine, I believe. That is, the canine of a canine. A canine. A rather large canine.
My dog, sir, had a disorder as a puppy, grew to enormous proportions. This resulted in a famous 4-foot femur, 40-inch feet, and fangular distortions.
A tragic tale.
Indeed, we were compelled to put him down when he became a sheepdog.
Was he unruly with the flock?
Devoured them all, along with old Henry, my wife's favorite hog. I maintained the tooth as a memento, though without the dog we have no means to make a living, my 12 children and I. Their mother, rest her soul, has since departed to be with the great thoughts in the sky. She died of the cold last year, and I have mouths to feed.
I dare not deny this poor shepherd in his time of need. His story has struck me like a well-thrown dart. In my quest to help my fellow man, never has a tale so touched my tender heart.
This charitable merchant has offered to purchase the thing as a novelty.
Indeed I have. Theoretically.
To think I nearly buried it with my wife in the heath.
Bazin draws his blade and brings it down atop the tooth, which does not break.
He suckled into his 4th year, making for brawny bones and tenacious teeth.
I claim this prize for my lord and master. Would not a mighty warrior such as yourself prefer a wineskin? Or perhaps this masculine statue of a heron in alabaster? Lately I have fallen from his favor. Finding this fang might help him forgive some of my recent behavior. Tell me, Hamil, not that I care, but however did you come by a relic so rare?
The tooth is mine, sirrah. It goes where I choose it.
You will guard your tongue, knave, or you will lose it. Raquel pulls his dagger.
Ha! What manner of man means to make off with my...
He is champion to a wizard, friend.
Ah! He pretends to clean his nails. Forgive my impertinence, most noble of noble men. Fate has brought us together, so let us not speak a deceitful word. The truth is, you arrived just in time to save this honey-tongued scoundrel from my sword. A dragon's tooth this is, and a fine one, too. I would be honored to sell it to a more honest man of means, such as you.
The tooth belongs to me. Touch it again, and you die.
Come, let us...
There is a reason I came, and I will tell you why. I search for 3 travelers, quite out of place, their Natiran ancestry clear on their face. An old man, a boy, a young woman as well. You have eyes and ears in the city, Hamil, among your plethora of paid personnel. Send word should any fitting their description pass this way.
One young, one old, one a woman, you say? I have seen these Natirans, even spoken with them, generous lord, and would gladly sell their secrets for a mere pittance from your master's hoard.
Speak, dog.
First, I propose a deal between us 2.
I do not make deals. Tell me what you know, or I will kill you.
I believe we have met our match in a bargain, brother.
Our better? I would swear it on the grave of our mother.
These good folk I met west of Garban, on the side of a mountain. Friends of yours?
I am sent to kill them.
Excellent. They had an ill look about them. I went to the mountain with my manservant to slay a dragon most foul. After my courageous retainer was crushed, the dragon, in his honor, I did thoroughly disembowel. I wrenched the tooth free with my warlike hands, and went to seek a buyer in more profitable lands. Garban is not known for its generosity, and I desired to leave a nest egg for my fallen friend's family.
I thought you were a shepherd.
A shepherd I am, and sometimes hero. I prefer modesty over braggadocious bravado. Anyway, I came upon these unwholesome marshlanders with dark, swift approaching. They tried to entice me to camp and share drink with them, but I could tell they were there for either banditry or poaching. I declined, of course, the camp and the flagon. The point of it all is, apparently, they desired discourse with the dragon. So there you are, sir, as good as my word. Might this humble hero cling to a memento of his fallen comrade as a just reward? To me, it is a memory more than monetary gain which in your massive, meaty hands you hold.
It still is not worth 10,000 gold. A shepherd, a hero, a hound, and a fool. You might just make a useful tool. What are you called, little man, that I may heal my new dog?
Rykel, good sir, but—
Let us see, Rykel, with stories to tell, if there is any truth to your dialogue. You shall take me to this mountain and locate the trail. A rich reward awaits if you do not fail. I have an unlimited supply of this gold you crave. You just might live to see some, if you are a resourceful slave.
Even a hero can be bought, I suppose. I am yours, master. Wheresoever you wander, so my fortune goes. Let me take the tiresome burden of the tooth as we travel. Too much responsibility can cause the mind to unravel.
It shall be kept at my waist, clever pup, where you can cast your gaze and salivate. Thus will it keep you from straying, should the fire be low and the hour late.
I will be faithful, newly found noble master of mine.
I would hear more of your travels as we pass the time. Tosses the merchant a coin purse. We were not here. Who speaks? Amuse me with your wit, and I will keep you alive beyond the next few weeks. Takes Rykel by the ear. Come, dog, time to heed your master's call. They exit. Fare thee well, brother. It appears I am the better bargainer after all.